Hey y'all, it's Hunter Elliott, rangehot.com. Hope you're doing well. This afternoon I'm going over the review of the Cajun Gunworks Pro Package Aftermarket Kit for the CZ SP01 Tactical. Now, if you look back, it was several months ago that I reviewed the SP01 Tactical for Rangehot, and I'll also link the review into the description of the video. And it was a couple months ago that Cajun Gunworks sent me their Pro Package to review, as well as a factory CZ threaded barrel for the SP01. Chad and I took upon ourselves to endeavor in installing the Pro Package, which honestly, y'all, it's not as bad as I thought, but it did take us about an hour and a half to install everything. Now that I've become familiar with it, it would probably be a lot easier. But my buddy Zach had said, hey, you know, Cajun Gunworks makes a lot of really nice aftermarket parts for ZZ. You should reach out to them. And I thought, you know, how much better is it gonna really be? Because the SP01 in itself is a damn nice pistol. But I thought, you know, open mind. I called up Cajun Gunworks, explaining to them what I had going on, told them who I was, for really the sole purpose of I wanted to thread a barrel for the gun. And so I talked to some folks there. I wound up getting it's a factory CZ barrel that has to be fit, which we also fit, which is really not that big of a deal. According to Cajun Gunworks, once you install their Pro Package, it changes the double action trigger to 8 pounds. It changes the single action trigger to about 3.5 pounds. You also reduce your single action reset by about half. And it also moves the trigger forward 50% when the hammer is down. After shooting everything, after running the gun with and without the Liberty Suppressor's Infinity X silencer on it, I can attest to everything that Cajun Gunworks said is true. It actually did greatly improve the trigger pull. I can say that it absolutely did not affect any kind of reliability, and it did as advertised. And so, you know, you're thinking, well, the SP01 triggers were pretty good anyway, but I'm gonna tell you what, y'all, if you're doing a lot of shooting with the SP01 or any CZ models, I keep referring to this model because that's the one that we put the parts in, but Cajun Gunworks makes parts for just about everything CZ makes. They've got different packages. I mean, you can piecemeal it, you can a la carte the parts. They've got complete packages. They had 4 different packages just for the SP01, depending on what you were looking to do. The Pro Package is the one I selected because that was like the comprehensive package. I shot the gun, Chad shot the gun, Candy shot the gun, we all ran it. Everybody had shot the gun previously. Wow, you know, this is a lot better. And I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but you know, this is video. I don't have any way to show you. I can't be like, hey, come over here and reach through the damn screen and feel this trigger. But as you can see, the magazine's out, chamber's clear. But y'all, I'm gonna promise you, it's a hell of a lot better. I want to make sure, you know, that I'm expressing there was no problems with the gun beforehand. However, changing where the trigger sets in the gun, the trigger is also adjustable for over travel and throw. So you'll notice that I did change the stocks. I put on a set of stocks from Aluma Grips, just because, you know, the factory CZ stocks were pretty decent. I liked them, but Aluma Grips does really good work, and I like their slim aluminum half checkered, what they call the tactical checkers. I did a lot of changing on the gun. It's a different gun. It's twice as good as it was as far as functionality. I rambled a little bit, I apologize, but I'm actually pretty excited about how it all came out. And between Chad and I, we were able to put it all together and didn't have any pieces left over, and damn if it didn't work. So if I can do it, y'all, anybody can do it. I had a few phone calls back and forth with some of the cats at Cajun Gunworks, asking questions, talking about the install. They recommended this extra punch and a slave pin for the sear cage. You don't have to have that stuff to install it, but some of these pins were staked in, and if you just use your standard kind of punch, somebody may bend them. I'm not going to say who bent them, but his initials are Chad Richard. But he did give me a punch set for Christmas because he felt bad about bending like 4 of my punches the night we were putting them in. He bent the hell out of 2 of them, y'all, to where when I tried to straighten them, anyway, I'm sorry, I'm totally over it. So when you decide you want to order it, I would recommend calling them up, talk to the customer service, explain to them what you got going on, and that way they can say, hey, you're probably going to want this extra punch. The slave pin, for not having to take the sear cage apart, is very important. The slave pin for the trigger is very important because it allows you to, you push the pin out and you install the slave pin, and so the sear cage remains as a unit. So when you take it out, you can drop it in. Same with the trigger. It just kind of helps keep everything lined up. So when you go to start putting the parts back, you use the new pin, push the slave pin out, and bam, it's already ready. So anyway, that's all I got. As always, there's going to be an article on rangehot.com, and I'm going to link back to where I've got this stuff, where the parts can be had, the reviews of this pistol, the reviews of the silencer, in case you're interested, and all that sort of stuff. And that will also be in the description of the video as well as in the written article. So please just jump over to rangehot.com, take a look at the written article. If you got any questions past that, you can always reach out to me. Let me know what you think. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn. We do all the social media stuff. If I don't got the answer for you, call Cajun Gun Works. Those guys are on point. I was very impressed with dealing with them. I asked a lot of stupid questions, and at least I know they didn't make fun of me while I was on the phone with them. Now, what they said about me when I hung up the phone, it's irrelevant. So anyway, I'm just picking. Pretty cool guys down there. So anyway, I've held your attention long enough, so that's all I got. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other. Look forward to seeing you at the range.